Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad to see you all in today's video because I will review such cool perfumes for you. You cannot even imagine. We are gonna talk about Parfums Quartana. Ta-da! My favorite poppy Soma. As you all know, I always describe it as floral sex scent. Is my all-time favorite. I have mentioned it in a lot of videos, and I have even more favorites from this brand that I will review for you guys in today's video. I will do a full house overview, so this video might be a bit longer than my videos usually are, but you know what, I want to inform you about the concept of this brand because Joseph Quartana, who I met in person, we didn't have enough time to chat with each other, but he ran me through his perfumes, told me about his concept, and I was really inspired because you know I'm all about unique avant-garde perfumery, and he does something totally cool, and basically all his perfumes are inspired by different poisons. So Le Potions Fatales explores the treacherous beauty and intriguing lore behind 9 of the world's most poisonous flowers. At once tantalizing and perilous, these mortal flowers have been used to nephrize ants throughout history, yield to their charms and surrender to a fragrant femme fatale or homme fatale, seductive on the outside, but ultimately dark, sinister, and dangerous. And you guys, I will read you the story of each perfume because it is just something very, very interesting to learn about. And if I'm mispronouncing something, please apologize me for that. I just highly recommend you to go on the official website of Parfums Quartana and just look at these amazing pictures of perfumes. They have such beautiful design, and just read the stories because they are really cool. Also, something very special about this brand is portion of proceeds from the sales of these fragrances will benefit the American Association for Poison Control Centers, so you can actually support charity, and that is pretty cool. So let's get started and we will talk about Poppy Soma, my favorite one from Parfums Quartana. This is the design of a fragrance. Each one has a different color right here in the center, but all of them look like blue poisonous bottles. So yeah, Poppy Soma, I always describe it as flowers having sex. It is extremely sexual, not sensual, sexual, hypnotizing, powdery scent. You know, I am a huge powdery freak, so this perfume is really outstanding, and I remember as I smelled it for the first time, I directly bought it because I loved it that much. So, known to the ancient Sumerians as the joy plant, the red poppy symbolized nocturnal oblivion in the pre-Christian world, specifically sleep, night, and death. Translating to moon because it would glow in the dark fields, Soma is the sweet milky sap that oozes from the bulbs, which is collected and then processed into raw smokable opium gum. Yeah, it is kind of like a narcotic floral scent for sure. And the Chinese used poppy for sex. I got the sexual appeal of this perfume. We wish to impart a sweety, musky sensuality to spicy, intoxicating smoke and imagine 2 warm, nude bodies in embrace, intertwined in hallucinogenic fever and chasing a fiery dragon into the clouds above. Poppy Soma won Perfume Extraordinary in the only blindfolded prize at the 2017 Fragrance Foundation Awards, which is pretty cool. So this is an award-winning perfume for such a good reason because it is absolutely outstanding. Such an unusual powdery scent. It has some spiciness, some real passion, kind of like very sexual passion. There is citron pepper, which is one of my most favorite spicy notes, curry leaf, red pepper, black gardenia, jasmine sambac, red rose, old church incense, labdanum, tuberose, styrax, and musk. And I don't get churchy incense at all. I just get some naughty, musky, styrax, dirty, floral, sex. It is so good, you guys. Very unisex and very, very intense. If you want attraction, if you want attention, if you want sex, that is the perfume that you need to grab. And Midnight Datura is another favorite of mine. Oh my god, I love this perfume so much, and each perfume has its own design, which is so cool, just kind of like elusive and very interesting. And Midnight Datura is a truly white floral scent, and I love white floral perfumes, but they can be tricky for me, so I'm always pretty picky with them. And this is a huge favorite of mine because once again it is powdery, but the coolest thing about this powder is that it is not a typical dusty and just dry powder. No, it is like wet flower powder. It's like moist powder of the flowers. Speechless, like so good. Also known as moonflower, Datura is a wonderfully fragrant night-blooming poison flower that has been an essential ingredient in love potions throughout history and is known to induce visions and trance-like state. Oh yeah, trance. Yeah, that is the feeling that I get when I'm wearing it. Datura itself has an aphrodisiac qualities, and fittingly, its wild flowers open at nighttime, glowing in the moonlight. As such, it was used for the worship of Diana, Artemis, goddess of the moon and hunt. Featuring 10 flowers, our Datura fragrance is voluptuous, superfloral, tinged with platinum powdery luminosity, drunken with delightful from room and on the hunt for... yeah, this perfume is really beautifully white floral. It has nutmeg, pepper, balsam, patchouli, lavender, violet, rose, rhum, jasmine, tuberose, magnolia, maggot, cedarwood, amber, sandalwood, vanilla, green notes, mandarin, bergamot, vanilla, and heliotrope. This perfume is just so appealing to me. I love it. I don't know what to tell you about it. Yeah, it is pretty feminine, but it is so damn good, and I need it in my life, such as Hamlock, which is another favorite of mine, and this is the most avant-garde, unusual one from this collection. It has such a strange note, which is vanilla. Guys, vanilla in the perfume, what? Like, it is so cool, and it is unusual straight away, but the coolest thing about this perfume, it is wearable. As I asked my mom today what does she think about it, she was like, oh, it's so fresh and like so unusually floral. And then I told her about vanilla, and she was like, oh yeah, it is very atmospheric scent, it creates a nice mood, and just so easy to wear, just so wearable, which is pretty unexpected when you think of such crazy notes such as rum, pink pepper, Calabrian bergamot, crushed leaves, glossy white floral notes, cinnamon bark, clove buds, jasmine sambucks, chirax, black vanilla accord, black magnolia, cyclamen, salt, benzene, vanilla bean, suede, sandalwood, patchouli, tonka bean, musk, masculine, amberwoods. Like, firstly, the note of vanilla is there, it is fresh, the salty floral note is there, and I love it so much, but then vanilla gets really dominant in the dry down, and that is not a foodie gourmand sweet vanilla, that is more of a fresh vanilla, which is so new to me personally. So, in ancient Greece, a small, delicate, yet highly poisonous white flower called Hamlock was used to execute condemned prisoners, the most famous being the philosopher Socrates. It is practical to growing in grassy fields, so we started with green grass and white floral as a backdrop. To present the wicked poison liquid itself, Christelle, the perfumer, created the first ever black vanilla quart for perfumery from scratch, which images the boots, corset, wisp, and spirit of SM dominatrix to create a contrasting tension between its neutral and synthetic elements. This floral green and black vanilla bondage session takes place on a bed of the most creamy vanilla we could find, and my mom told me it is a very pleasant perfume, and I agree with her. Very unisex, fresh, and totally unique. I love it so much, highly recommend it. It is one of the best from this brand. And Venetian Belladonna is, oh my god, like, guys, damn, this is sexy. This is kind of like a vintage scent that I was blown away by. It has almost like drunken quality to it. It is pretty boozy and very vintage and sexy. Once again, has a note of cassis, violet leaf, plum, cognac, chirax, amber seeds, honey, plum, iris, tuberose, patchouli, labdanum, suede, saffron, beeswax, sandalwood, and vetiver. here. So a ton of amazing notes, very complex perfume. And Belladonna is a sweet smelling poison with a rich tradition as a poison flower going back to ancient times when Livia used to poison the Roman Emperor Augustus, literally translating to beautiful woman. Medieval Italian witches would put belladonna droplets into the eyes to dilate their pupils, as they believed this made them appear more attractive. This would also cause hallucinations, or Wiccan terms a flying spell. It is an often accused witch with aggressive female sexuality and was used by northern Italian witches to play seduction spells on men. Our Venetian Belladonna starts with multifaceted seduction, with dewy green opening to ambery honeyed beeswax onto a drunken tuberose and down to suede musk, all while burning you with her hellfire thanks to a quartz styrax. Guys, I need to tell you that when I will turn 30, I will get this perfume. It is a mature sexual scent of a true femme fatale, and I could pull it off right now easily, but I will wait till I turn 30, and that will be a very special gift for myself. It is perfume that is damn extremely sexy, and it is really nicely done. That perfume gets a huge thumbs up from me, and Digitalis is totally different. This perfume is extremely fresh. It is pretty ozonic and it smells like fresh air. It has a note of galbanum, silver, iris, cucumber, basil, pepper, ozone, coriander, florazone, violet, neroli, rose, jasmine, and incense, fern, wet moss, and violet leaf. This perfume is pretty metallic, it is pretty clean, it is very fresh, and my mom loved it so much, like she got that watery cucumber note right away. And Digitalis aka foxglove is a poison flower that has a tradition of being used by the pagans of northern Europe to summon ritualistically woodland spirits such as fairies and elves. Thus, we created a sparkly, fresh, ozonic fragrance that suggests the presence of fairies, set along the banks of a fresh, cold stream flowing through a patch of dense spring forest. It is most innocent, whimsical, and childlike of all our fatale poisons, and wears nicely as a daytime scent, but can transit to evening with relative age, given its sophisticated and well-balanced aromatic complexity. This perfume smells like fresh air, amazing, unisex, truly unisex, fresh, clean perfume for daytime, and you can easily pair it with Venetian Belladonna, for example, or Midnight Datura for more like sexuality. But it is great on its own, and this is like so easy, like it is not really that innocent, but it is just very fresh, atmospheric scent of fresh, cold air somewhere in the mountains, and I think my boyfriend would really enjoy to wear it. He definitely needs a bottle of it. And then Lily of the Valley was a real surprise for me because I love flowers. Lily of the Valley flowers are very beautiful, they smell amazing, but since there is no Lily of the Valley real natural extract, all Lily of the Valley I don't know, representation in the perfumery are not that appealing to me until this one. This is Lily of the Valley in the perfume that I love a lot, enjoy, and I need a bottle of it because this is the best Lily of the Valley in the fragrance. It has a lot of different beautiful notes such as bergamot, neroli, dewy petals, cassis buds, musk de bouillie, orange blossom, absolute, dark rose, absolute, jasmine petals, black leather, glove, accord, labdanum extract, vetiver, bourbon, vanilla absolute, and sandalwood. So you can see green and innocent floral notes on the one hand, and then we have leather accord on the other hand. So say to grow from the tears of the weeping Virgin Mary. Lily of the Valley is a small, delicate bell-shaped white flower, cherished for its purity and innocence, and traditionally used as a symbol of spring splendor. Few realize it is also extremely deadly, and its use as a poison on the television show Breaking Bad in fact inspired this collection of poison flower scents. Our Lily of the Valley fragrance flips the idea of purity and innocence, and it's had to emphasize its potential use as a fatal poison. We corrupted its creamy white floral essence by wrapping it into conceptual black shroud and spiking its heart with cassis, black currant liquor, with which pulls you down into a supple base of leathery darkness. It is celebration of impurity, de-virginization, and as such represents the wedding dress the next day. And I don't like how that sounds, but I do love how this perfume smells. Oh damn god, like, oh gosh, this perfume is so good. It is fresh, just clean, it is pure lily of the valley, but it has amazing dry down, just so unusual. I do love this perfume so much. And I love that this is a unisex lily of the valley. It is kind of sappy, it is kind of clean, it is florally fresh, but there is noticeable vetiver leathery moment going on, and it is so unusual. Like, oh gosh, I need that perfume. I would wear it every day of my life and I would be the happiest person ever. Moving on to Mandrake. Oh god, guys, this perfume, whew, I love it a lot. This perfume is a great scent for men. I just highly recommend all men who watch my channel just go out, wear this perfume, and I personally would be extremely attracted to you, because this is something completely new yet so masculine and so sensual and just really like appealing. Like it is impossible to be I don't know, like I don't know what to say about it. I would be extremely into you and interested in you if you would wear this perfume. I'm not kidding. My mom loves it, my grandma loves it, and as I asked my grandma the other night what she thinks about it, she told me that this is a great perfume for men, but you need just a little bit of it because it's pretty sharp and intense, and I kind of agree with her, but it's really good. So it has a note of crisp apple, pomegranate, birch leaf, birch root, bergamot, mandrake, flower accord, rhubarb, cardamom, suede leather, deadly addiction, accord, patchouli, Madagascar, vanilla, sandalwood, and tonka. And for me personally, this is a great signature scent of a man who is funny, who is handsome, and who is just a real man. So in biblical scripture, mandrake was referred to as the love plant and was thought to have male fertility and changing properties when taken in small dosage. I honestly am telling you that I have never read the description of this perfume. Okay, long used in Wiccan ritual, it is said to only grow in a spot where the seed of a hanged man has dripped onto the ground, thus ensuring the plant is charged with an unusual masculine creative energy. Well, Mandrake flowers naturally smell of ripe apple, which we loved. We reinforced this with a red fruit, heart of crisp apple, juicy pomegranate, and tart rhubarb. Its roots were throughout to emit a fatal supersonic scream when dragged up, if you have ever seen the Harry Potter films, which we represented through the birch leaf, birch root, and sharp aromatic note, suggesting its infamous deadly shriek. So I would say that this is a not really gourmand scent, but my boyfriend told me it smells of apple risotto. Well, it is pretty intense on the kind of like fruity juiciness, but yeah, it's a juicy perfume, but it is very masculine. It has beautiful woodsy base, and the dry down is so elegant. Like, I'm really into this scent, and I'm sure I would be really into the man who is wearing it. Bloodflower and Wolfsbane are the last perfumes that I will talk about, and they are not really into my style. I need to tell you that I find they are very challenging. To me personally, Bloodflower smells pretty sharp, it is metallic, it is a bit strange to me personally. It has a note of licorice, anise, blood cord, clover, orris, dark rose, amber, and patchouli. I'm not the biggest fan of anise and licorice in the perfume. It is spicy, it is a bit gothic, and Bloodflower is an exquisite hot goth experience composed of a metallic and salty blood accord combined with black sambuca, a heady Italian dessert liquor made from anise and licorice. The result, apologetically, I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry, images that a vampire might be thinking when she drinks the blood oozing from your neck. Ugh. The blood flowers are the key feature in the role in the transformation from the monarch caterpillar into the majestic monarch butterfly. So we captured the visual metamorphosis in the dry down, and you'll notice the fragrance transforms quite quickly right in the front of one's nose into a warm spicy heart. To further round it out, we embodied the fragrance with rose for dark romance and various spices of passion. Well, this is not about rose. For me, it is about metallic things and spices. And yeah, the dry down is definitely way more pleasant than the opening, and that is the one that is very hard for me to pull off, but sometimes I do adore it. And Wolf's Bane is the most masculine one from the collection, just very strange. And I will just tell you the notes because they're pretty cool. Angelic root, fig leaf, cumin seed, ginger root, absinthe, patchouli, cedarwood, tuberose, tobacco flower, castoreum, benzene, sandalwood, luxurious black truffle, vetiver, and some medicinal tobacco. Originally used in the West for exterminating wolf populations. How awful is that? And in the Far East for hunting and warfare, wolf's bane is a poison flower delivered via a raw tip. As our first proper masculine fragrance, and I agree with that, we blended a trinity of masculine yang elements, specifically the animalic ferocity of the wolf and world bravery on the hunter. I don't know, and the adrenaline-fueled range of warrior with dark, rich, foreboding nighttime wood resulting in an elegant and unapologetically beastly eau de parfum for men. Absinthe in the heart adds a hallucinogenic dimension. This perfume is a bit bitter. I think it is because of the truffle and absinthe, but it has some appeal to it. I think it is great for men who are hardcore. This perfume is hardcore. You know how Jeremy says it is hardcore scent, and then it's just like a fresh average scent. He has no idea what he's talking about, because this is hardcore. You should try this if you want a hardcore scent, I'm telling you. It is a very masculine perfume. I don't see women wearing it unless those are very dominant and very like hardcore women. So yeah, my absolute favorites are Midnight Datura and Hamlock. Those are like, oh gosh, Lily of the Valley, and of course Venetian Belladonna. I also do love Digitalis and Mandrake a lot, and I need at least 4 bottles of Parfums Quartana. And you guys, if you purchase a Discovery kit, you'll get a $50 discount for your next purchase, which is so cool in my opinion. And this is really the line that is worth checking out, because unusual, creative, and they combined classy vintage style of perfume with something avant-garde and just like new smelling, and this is a pure joy to experience such high quality work. That's why I'm very passionate about the work of Joseph Quartana, and I highly recommend you guys to visit his official website. The link is down below, as well as all of the information about mentioned perfumes in today's video. Please apologize me for my mispronunciation. That might be a bit not that pleasant to hear, but I try to do my best, guys, and I am really into these perfumes. So yeah, this is a huge discovery for me, and I hope you learned something new in today's video. If so, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I'm really glad to see all the new subscribers on my channel. And please leave me a comment below which of these perfumes sounded most interesting to you and you are excited about the most to try out. You know, I love to hear from you guys, so let's get into conversation in the comments. And that was all. Stay tuned, smell good, and we'll see each other next time real soon. Bye!